Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchus. This is your outlook for October 3rd, 2013. We're going to get right into the forecast here as we got a lot to cover today. First of all, starting off with today is going to be a very nice day with high pressure still remaining in control and temperature still on the warm side, but not quite as warm as yesterday. We had a frontal boundary that moved through and pushed to our south and has settled south of the region here overnight, and that is going to allow temperatures to get up probably about within 5 degrees of what it was yesterday, but will be cooler a little bit than it was on your day on Wednesday. We move ahead in time here to Friday here, and Friday the frontal boundary we're expected to move back northward as a warm front, and because of that, we're allowing, especially across our northern regions here of east central PA, northeast PA, and northern New Jersey, especially a chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm. But they just took a peek at the latest NAM high res, and it's not really that impressed right now with any precipitation on Friday, except very, very spotty pop-up showers here and there. So not a big deal. So most areas have been, our entire coverage area, I should say, has been under a prolonged period of time where we had no precipitation, and that extends all the way back to the 21st of September when we had our last measurable precipitation in our area. So it's been a very long run of dry weather, and that for most areas that will continue even straight through the weekend here, because we're not really impressed with Friday's chances of precipitation. Now, what's going to end up happening is, after we get beyond this point here, is we're going to have a cold front that's going to be pressing towards the area here, and you can see that right here. There's a cold front attached to a low pressure, strong area low pressure up north of the Great Lakes here. Cold front extended down here like this, and we're going to be watching a system to the south here. It's not pictured in this frame here yet because it's only Sunday morning, but on our severe and tropics page of the website, we're looking at Invest 97L, and today it has gotten a lot more organized than it was over the last previous day. So there is a pretty good chance here with these latest little flare-ups here. You see the convection here has really flared up, and there's a chance that this storm on Thursday could become a tropical storm, and would be Tropical Storm Karen at that point if it did so. Now, there's a lot of shear in the Gulf of Mexico. Once it gets in these open waters here, a lot of wind shear that's going to keep this storm from growing very rapidly, like it does sometimes in this situation. But with that wind shear and a lot of dry air in place, we don't think it's going to have a very favorable environment for further development. So it should remain a weak tropical storm if it even does get to that point, which we do think it will on some point on Thursday. And then the model guidance here, I'm going to stop this here for a second. The model guidance is a little bit all over the place with what it's doing with the system. Furthest west right now is the NAM, which takes it on a path that's something like this into southern Louisiana. And then you have the GFDL, which takes it a little bit further east like this, just east of New Orleans here, between New Orleans and Mobile Bay. And then you have the HWRF, which is another hurricane short-range model, takes it in a path like this, and the furthest east right now is the GFS, which takes it right about here. And it doesn't really matter where it is making landfall here. We're just going to worry about what kind of strength this thing has as it makes landfall, because if it does maintain a tropical storm status, there's a cold front moving through that could pick this thing up, and it will end up enhancing the rainfall along that frontal boundary. And that's the only concern we have for our area whatsoever. Should be noted the European model actually takes this thing up here like this out to the western Gulf of Mexico here and just fizzles it out into virtually nothing. So there is not every model is in agreement on the system here what it's going to do. But as we go to the GFS here. Here's the 18Z GFS. This is the latest run I have at the moment, and it shows that making a landfall here, the Florida Panhandle near Panama City Beach. And from this point, it actually you can see the cold front that's actually sitting back here that we showed you in the previous frame. This cold front is actually going to pick up this system and take it to the northeast like this. So. Actually, probably a little bit more like this, but the whole point is going to take it up to the northeast once this cold front picks it up and shoot it off to the northeast. And we'll have to be concerned with this cold front coming through, which is a strong cold front to begin with, that it could be enhancing the rainfall. This system here could be enhancing the rainfall along the frontal boundary, and we could lead to some flooding concerns, especially since we haven't had much rain in recent days here. I want to take a look at a couple other models here. This is some short-range hurricane specialty models. This is GFDL. This is showing landfall here again, just east of New Orleans here. But it has a very strong system, and these systems are usually overkill in these short-range high-res models here. But you can see it's making a landfall like this here, and then here's the HWRF. Pretty similar situation, except it's a little bit further east into the western panhandle of Florida. So this system is just going to make landfall somewhere down there. We're pretty confident of that. It's after that point how it interacts with the cold front is what we're going to be concerned about at this point. And here's a graphic representation of what the GFS does with the system once it does make landfall. Here's the cold front right here like this, and you see it picks up this system here, and then it's going to take it northeast with it. And from this point, you see where it goes, and it moves up towards the Delmarva, and you get some really heavy rain because this combines with the cold front, and then you get some really heavy rain out of it. So we don't want is too much rain all at once, and that's one of the concerns we have right now if this does in fact come to fruition, where it links up with the cold front. I really am leaning towards that idea where it does link up with the cold front. It's just going to be at that point narrowing down the axis of the heavy rains, and the GFS thinks that's going to be right over our coverage area as we get into the Monday-Tuesday time frame, especially late Monday and Monday night, at least on the GFS as far as timing is concerned. But most models, even the Canadian and some of the short-range models, are also indicating that heavy rainfall enhancement along the front. So we will monitor that in the next couple days. Right now, that's all we're going to be able to do until we get some better model guidance agreement. And we're starting to get that a little bit to some extent, but we'll let you know what's going to happen with the system in the coming days, and if there's any flooding concerns that will arise with that cold front interacting with this tropical system. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for October 3rd, 2013. Have a great Thursday.